The New York Times. Arts, Music Review. On The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift trades glitter for grit. The pop superstar's surprise 12th studio album is a sprawling, vaudevillian epic that dissects the dizzying highs and devastating lows of a life lived in the spotlight. By Evelyn Reed. August 12, 2025. Just when you think you have Taylor Swift figured out, she shuffles the deck. After the synth-laden introspection of Midnights and the celebrated re-recordings that saw her lovingly restore her past, Swift has thrown the sharpest left turn of her career. Released at midnight with no prior announcement, her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, is not another chapter in her sonic diary, but a grand, conceptual piece of theater that examines the very nature of performance itself. The album is a dazzling, and at times devastating exploration of the gilded cage of superstardom. If folklore and evermore were Swift hiding in a cozy, moss-covered cabin, The Life of a Showgirl is her standing center stage in a cavernous, empty theater after the crowds have gone home, the grease paint still smudged on her face. Sonically, the album is her most ambitious and eclectic. Longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff is here, but his touch is more restrained, often giving way to lush, orchestral arrangements reminiscent of a classic Hollywood score. Opener Overture, Curtain Up, is a purely instrumental piece, a swell of strings and mournful brass that sets a dramatic, almost noirish tone. From there, Swift ventures into jazz-infused lounge pop on Velvet Rope, a smoky duet with Lana Del Rey that feels destined for a David Lynch soundtrack. On Spotlight Smile, she employs a frantic, Broadway-style tempo to capture the anxiety of maintaining a perfect public facade. Lyrically, Swift has never been sharper or more world-weary. The album is populated by characters, but they all feel like facets of a singular consciousness: the ingenue, the veteran, the cynic, the romantic. She abandons the direct, confessional style of her past for intricate allegories. On The Juggler, a frantic banjo-plucked track co-produced by Aaron Dessner, she sings of the impossible act of balancing love, art, and public expectation. They don't clap for the catch, they just gasp for the fall slash, and I've got 1,000 glass hearts in the air for you all. The centerpiece of the album is arguably Green Room Ghost, a haunting, 7-minute ballad built around a simple piano melody. Here, Swift's voice is stripped bare as she describes the crushing loneliness of the moments just before and after the show, a phantom in sequins waiting for an identity to slip into. It's a gut punch of a song that reframes every triumphant stadium photo we've ever seen of her. While the album is heavy, it's not without moments of biting pop genius. Mannequin is a scathing, synth-driven critique of being objectified, with a chorus so infectious it feels like a Trojan horse for its own dark message. The Life of a Showgirl feels like a thesis statement for Swift's entire career. It's an album about the construct of Taylor Swift, meticulously built and bravely deconstructed by the artist herself. It grapples with the questions that have flickered at the edges of her work for years. What is the cost of the spotlight? When does the performance end and the person begin? The album closes with The Final Bow, a sparse, acoustic number that feels like an exhale. As she sings of packing up the costumes and wiping off the makeup, there is a sense of peace, of an artist finally comfortable in the silence. The show is over, she seems to say, but the life, the real one behind the curtain, goes on. It's a quiet, profound conclusion to her loudest, most spectacular album yet.